This weekend, 2 News brought you a story on a Bengals superfan story in Miami County. Miami East Elementary principal Brian Rohrer made a bet with students and a coworker.
Yeah, that bet, the principal Rohrer would have to shave his beard if the Bengals lost, which we now know was not the case. 2 News reporter Madeline Ashley live in the studio with us after checking back with Principal Rohrer, who's ready to roar following that big win. Madeline?
Brooke, John, Rohrer, what a fitting last name for a Super Bengals fan. Well, Principal Brian Rohrer got to keep his beard as part of the bet, and now his coworker and Kansas City Chiefs superfan Claudia Edwards has to dye her hair orange. The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl, and Miami East Elementary Principal Brian Rohrer couldn't be happier.
Well, it was amazing. We had so much fun. I've still lost my voice from all the screaming.
The Bengals' 27-24 win against the Kansas City Chiefs also means Principal Rohrer won a bet with students and his Chiefs superfan coworker Claudia Edwards to keep his beard.
I've talked to people who I haven't heard from in a long time, and they were all worried about the beard after that first half, but I never gave up hope.
As part of the bet, Edwards will now have to dye her hair orange.
He said, well, you have long hair. I'm thinking you dye your hair orange. And I said, well, you cut your mustache or your beard off or whatever. And so we just shook on it and decided that's what we were going to do. And it was more like spirit building for the school.
Edwards and her husband were in Kansas City for Sunday's game. Though an upsetting loss, Edwards holding up her end of the bargain.
I've been growing my hair out because I grow it out about 12 inches and then I donate it to children with hair loss.
Yeah.
And so I can't dye it. But yeah, my hair will be orange one of these days and then I'll chop it off and donate it.
While Principal Rohrer is sympathetic for his coworker, a bet's a bet.
She seems to be a person of her word, so I don't think she'll go back on it. I feel bad for her. I hope it comes out because I'm not sure if this is ever going to come out.
Edwards says she'll be supporting the Rams in the Super Bowl, and Rohrer tells me he did look into getting Super Bowl tickets, but they were just too pricey. So instead, not to break winning tradition, he'll be watching the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Los Angeles Rams from home with his family. Live in the studio, Madeline Ashley, 2 News, working for you.